Hello and welcome to the Quebber channel. I'm Jason, your host. In the UK, they are putting forward an assisted dying system. And here are my thoughts about it. In principle, I support it. When I saw my mum slowly fading away from dementia, when I saw the husk that she became when there was nothing left of who she was, when I had to watch her when the end neared, when the most we could do was just to tell the doctors and that to not do anything invasive, to not give her antibiotics, not bring her back if she was fading. All we could do was put a purple ribbon on the door so she only received palliative care. And then I got to watch for over a month, every day in the hospital, as she groaned and moaned and clenched her hands and went fetal. Her living through that did nothing for anyone, not for her, not for anyone else. So in principle, I follow it. But with this government, I don't support it. I don't think anybody should. And why is that? Because we don't have the infrastructure in place to make sure it's fair. If this bill goes through, disabled people, mentally ill people, people who are a bother to their family, people who are a bother to their homes, will be advised that this is an option, that they can peacefully end their lives. And no matter how much safeguarding they put into the actual act of law, or whatever it's going to be, that does not translate into anything consequential. When for the last 20 years, government after government has reduced and removed support, has reduced the funding to social services, to the welfare systems. They're going to drop another 55 billion off the welfare system bills. For this kind of thing to work, you need training for every part of the system. Social services, doctors, nurses, care homes, banks, building societies, everything. The whole system. Why? It's to make sure that an ill person, a vulnerable person, isn't coerced into death. That they're not put into a situation where their life sucks so fucking much that they'll just want it to end. We've all seen what the government's going to be doing in reducing the money for disabled people, for mentally ill people. Is it a coincidence that this also has come up at the same time? Remember, when you sign up for a power of attorney or looking after someone, you sign a big legal document. But I tell you no, that's not worth the paper it's fucking painted on. I'm sorry, it isn't. For 5 years, the person supposed to looking after my mum's house and her finances was allowed to get away with using up all of my mum's money, selling all of her equipment, selling all of her antiques, her jewellery and everything. Everything that was going to be a legacy passed on to me. For 5 years he got away with that. And the only time that safeguarding kicked in was because he missed a payment for toiletries to the actual home my mum was in. And they raised the alarm, not the government. There was no checks over 5 years to see how he was using my mum's money, to see how anything was being done. They don't have the people. They don't have the funding. Unless they do something really, really stupid, they get away with it. And in that situation, I only found out when this person was dead, at what they had done to my mum's house and everything. So if they can't enforce and properly police, and yes, probably police, vulnerable people with people looking after their money and all that, how the hell have they got the people to make sure that a vulnerable person isn't coerced into ending their life so they're not a bother for the family? How can we be sure that the people will be in place, the funding will be in place, the training will be in place, when this very same government is removing $5 billion from the welfare bill, reducing the amount, as of next year, reducing the amount of money that goes to the mental health services of the NHS, and are saying that in the later budget this year, they'll be cutting even more from the DWP budgets and that. How can we believe that they, with all these cuts and that, no matter how much good intentions, will properly be able to safeguard the vulnerable? Will stop families coercing parents to end their life? Will stop parents who are exhausted and don't want to look after their children anymore, who are disabled? What will stop them from making that child feel guilty enough that they want to end their life and not be a burden? Without the training, without the people in social services, without refunding the entire system to a massive degree, this is a death sentence on many people. So yes, in principle, I think we do need an assisted dying system. In some ways, we treat dogs better than we do humans when they get terminal illnesses and problems like that. But this government is paper thin. It doesn't give a shit. It's definitely not going to fund the system that we need in place. And that means if this act comes into reality, there will be people out there who die because their PIP was stopped, that the cuts took their home from them, that they don't see a way forward, that they don't want to be a burden. This is Jason for the Quebra channel.